Welcome. This is our first podcast. This is the Bad Movies podcast presented by the Twistid Arts Initiative. And today we're going to talk about probably one of the worst movies, but I don't want to say highly regarded, that's the wrong thing to say, but it's well documented, reviews and things.
It's definitely got some clout for a bad movie.
Yes, it does.
And that movie is Velocipastor.
The Velocipastor. There's no other. It's the dun dun. When I was looking it up, it was the Velocipastor.
Oh, where do we begin?
Right.
How about with the VFX car?
Right.
On fire.
I mean, the very first. It takes you from the very first scene. You know, the first scene he's discussing. He's doing his sermon or whatever, and then walks outside and says hi to his mom and dad, and
like, why didn't they come in the church to say hi in the first place?
Right.
Like, you're not allowed in the church. You can only stand outside. You can't go inside.
Stand right beside your car.
Yep. Don't stray too far.
Across the street.
exactly.
It was the zoom in and out for me that really did it.
They
Like,
did
why?
that for the whole movie.
Why
like
do
a
we need the
TikTok
shot
POV.
from two different angles?
Yeah.
Switching back and forth over and over and over. Need a Dramamine to watch the
There
movie.
was some of that coming up later. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I'm Scott Lockhart.
Alicia Belden.
Danny Belden.
Gabby Young.
All right, and Gabby has all the notes,
I do.
so she's going to keep us on track.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
never ending.
All in.
I feel bad because I went to watch it last night and I fell asleep right because watching it on the streaming service, there's a commercial right in the center of it, and I fell asleep right after the commercial. So then I had to get up extra early this morning to watch the end of it, and I didn't.
I was trying very hard to keep Alicia awake through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was in and out.
Yeah. She's like fading out. I was like, I am trying to help you. Stay awake. Sit up. What are you doing?
It wasn't even that late.
No.
It was like 10 o'clock when I started watching, and I said, "This is an hour and 11 minutes."
Yep.
Should be fine.
We're gonna make it. We're
Right,
gonna
I'm
make
usually up till 1 or 2, no problem. But
Yeah, but I definitely struggled in that too. I did not succeed in keeping her awake, and I had to keep it going back and be like, hey.
Luckily,
You
I'd
want
seen
some
it
ice
before,
cream?
So. It was last night. It was just a refresher, so it was all right.
yeah, you
I
guys have
admit,
seen it.
I still had the plot. I
I've
knew
seen
what was
little
going on.
clips of it here and there.
Yeah, it just
But
there was a
let's-
lot going on.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I guess let's dive in.
yeah. Let's just go through the.
Gabby, what do you
different
got
parts.
first?
Yeah.
Well, right after the VFX car, I have a quote that just says, "So your parents died, Doug. That's what parents do."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The feeling and emotions that
Oh, yeah.
are in that are just amazing.
Yep. And then they go right into the talking heads.
Yes.
The floating
heads, the
talking
two
heads.
Yeah.
Now the guy who played Father Stewart or whatever, he has the same last name as the director, so I'm assuming it's his dad or something like that. I didn't do any
Didn't even
research.
catch
I'm
that.
terrible. I really wanted to do a little more research, but when we get to Velocipastor 2, maybe we'll.
Wait, there's a second.
Yeah,
a
there's a
sequel?
second one. Yeah.
I didn't know there
I
was
did
a
not know
second
there
one.
was a second one.
Well, if you IMDb the people, it says known for the Velocipastor and Velocipastor 2. So somewhere it's out there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll,
Okay.
Oh. So the next episode.
Episode 2 of our bad movies.
I don't know if I can handle 2 in a row. We may have to space that out a
Yeah.
little bit.
I enjoyed the pastor or priest, whatever
Mm-hmm.
they are, their costumes.
It was like the one we had for Sam.
That
the
was
first
too
one.
small.
The first
Right.
one we had for Sam. I have a note about that. I was like, why is it see-through?
And then the other thing, why does Pastor Doug only have one pair of shoes and they happen to be white high top Converse?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
I did.
Drove me nuts.
I noticed it at the end when he's sitting there. It's like near the end, and he's just sitting in a
In
chair.
his too tight
Yeah,
costume.
and the shoe pops out, and like, oh, it's a white Chuck Taylor or something.
When he's in China, which
Which
happens
looks like
to,
Montana.
which happens to be the same woods later on in
Right.
the movie for the Vietnam War.
Well, that was the other thing. Go ahead.
When he's naked later,
Mm-hmm.
and after he comes back and the hooker finds him, and all that stuff.
Carol.
Yeah,
She has a name.
Carol. The hooker.
She has a name.
Like when he's in her dress, which he fills out better than she does.
That's an interesting look.
He's wearing the white chucks then too, so he lost all his clothes.
But kept his shoes.
But kept the shoes. Those dinosaur feet, they stretch out and those chucks just fine.
So if we go back to when he decides to go to China, which we don't know where he's going, the whole montage during the opening credits is him driving. And then the next thing is him in the woods. So they couldn't find any stock footage of an airplane because we just assumed that he drove somewhere.
He drove to China.
He went to the
He drove
woods.
to China.
He drove to
That's all
China.
the story. He drove to China.
I enjoy the fact that the guy says, the other pastor tells him to go where God can't find him. And he's like, cool, I'm going to China. Are they godless over there? Like, did I miss that?
Not according to all the priests over there.
Yeah, there was a lot of them over there.
I just love the fact that at the very end they had that long intro music, and then at the very end they put the Jurassic Park riff.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They had that like little guitar riff that was just playing over and over again. I said, "Wow!" The first time I heard it, I said, "That sounds familiar," and then it all
I was
caught
like,
up.
is that the Jurassic Park riff?
There was many things music-wise that I was left stumped. Jumping forward into like the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
When Carol
Thank
and
you.
him have their lovely sex
Their
scene.
romantic moment.
Like, I'm trying to figure out why we needed the whole first part of the movie flashback up
Yeah.
to that point while that's happening. Like,
Right, like everything. and
every single piece that happened throughout the whole story up until that point needed to be rehearsed. Like, needed to be
and each
rehashed.
one of those was like one frame.
Yeah.
And it was just so much flashing and craziness happening.
I'd be willing to bet that they looked at the very end after they filmed everything and they're like, oh, it's not long enough to go on
Right.
Amazon. Like, what do we do? I know.
I don't know. I tried getting Alicia in the mood last night. I put on some green light on me, some red light on her. It didn't work. It didn't work. I tried. I
Christmas
appreciate it.
doesn't turn you on.
Well, those songs, those had to have been people they knew or something. I mean, those songs were very odd.
Yeah.
One
And
of them
the
was
names of the
talking about a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Like, I just heard like 3 words and it was like, Velocipastor something something.
yeah.
Oh, it was definitely made for
Yeah,
the movie.
made for that
Yeah,
movie.
absolutely.
That's where
That was
where
Pastor
their
Doug's
VFX
roommate.
budget. I mean, if that had been made today, now, granted, that movie is what? It's only 6 years old. It's
Yeah.
2019 or something. It's pretty new, but had they been able to use AI or something to just start off the movie with an exploding car or anything, they could have found it.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
it's relatively cheap to do that.
It's cheap or free or something. You can, for what they did, they could have stolen somebody's footage or something.
I
All
know.
right, what's next, Gabby?
Ooh, yeah.
Well, there were a
What was
lot
that?
of
English?
boob and butt shots, but not of who you think it would be.
No.
Yes.
It was always the priest and not the
Yeah.
hooker.
Yeah.
And I was
So-
like,
Her name is Carol.
Carol. He's an in shape guy. You know, he was obviously in shape, so
Yeah.
they were going to make sure they showcase that as much as possible.
It reminded me of Alicia, but friend of ours.
Yeah.
That
cool.
just always has to be. You know this person too, but we'll
That's
talk
a
about that
conversation for another
later.
can we talk about the laugh?
Oh yeah,
The random maniacal laughing
Yes.
that had to be done over and over and
Yes.
over.
And can we also talk about the laughing with the ethnically challenged ninjas?
yeah.
I don't know how else to put that. Like, what's the appropriate way?
Right,
to
Apparently
every-
they
I have
only
no
knew 2
idea.
Chinese people.
Right, every
All
one of
the other
them.
ninjas were not Chinese.
Yeah,
I
every
mean,
one of them was a
any
different
Asian
ethnicity.
would have worked in that
Yeah.
sense a little bit better than.
Then the redhead.
I mean,
Yeah, don't
You had-
spoil it.
you had the most Aryan-looking guy in there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
But I think later on there's a payoff as to why he laughs so awkwardly. Like he's, later on we find out, big reveal,
Yeah.
which they kept us in the dark, and there was no clue ever of what that would have been.
I mean, at the beginning, when the priest gets the cut on the hand.
Yeah.
I was so lost by that shot. I thought he cut it on a tree, on
Yes.
a branch.
Me too.
And
Right,
I was
'cause it
like,
looked like he fell.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that happened.
That
And then I
whole
was
scene.
sorely mistaken.
Why are they calling it the Dragon Warrior and it's a dinosaur?
Yeah.
And
Also, is this Kung Fu Panda?
Right. Why is she running around in like
She's wearing
ancient
a
Chinese?
Right, she's wearing a gi, like a
Yeah.
karate gi. Well, they had that way you knew that it was Chinese.
Not
They-
Montana.
And China
They
is
said
in the
for a
east.
fact, they put the word China on the screen, and then you have him run around and he just goes, China.
China. And then he's holding the thing and he goes, China is in the east.
whoa. No way.
Or you're just pointing the thing at the east, yeah.
Yep,
That's so
absolutely. This is great.
So what about the bit where his parents said that they would pick him up from Pastor College?
Pastor College.
Yes.
I know I'm a little out of touch, but what is that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not the term.
Yeah.
Right. They just didn't do any research at all. You
of course
could
not.
they could have come up with just like Carol is pre-med law. She's pre-med. She's a hooker
She's
and
a
she's
hooker,
pre-med
not a
law.
lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that she had a very nice apartment for a hooker.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she must have been doing good work.
Right.
Well,
Like,
did she really get
I had
that
so many
money?
questions about that.
And then what was the pimp's name? Johnny Mermaid or something?
Yeah.
Or something
Because he's
like-
So-
Not only did they make they made him a scumbag, but I'm pretty sure they just shaved the guy's head
And
and made it a bad
Put a little
comb
bit
over.
over
Yeah. Why did they need?
like we definitely have to touch on like the transformation into Velocipastor.
Mhm.
And the many shots that during this transition he only has raptor hands.
Rubber hands, yeah, raptor
Yeah,
hands.
really bad rubber raptor hands.
The teeth were good.
The teeth weren't bad. When he turns around, when they're at Altair's place where they're doing the seance and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's like, his face is half there.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
good.
I
That was cool.
I was like, can you do this the whole time?
Yeah.
Right,
And-
there's more, yeah, they
Yeah.
could have learned.
You put in the effort here. Why couldn't you do it everywhere else?
I
Like,
liked
just
that
a
like
little
the hands
bit
were
more.
like duct taped.
Yeah,
to him.
or when he's wearing the jacket, you could just see like the jacket, they made sure they could button that up tight and jam the thing.
Somebody get me a zip tie so I can tighten the piece of tape around the rubber glove. But yes, like that was just the part that really got me. Like you have so much into the makeup in that scene. Like it's not like the ability wasn't there.
Yeah.
You could have 100% sold it.
Well, and there's also, as far as the ability or the talent was there were some shots that were shot nicely, I can't say, like, Carol's not the worst actress I've ever seen. The other ones were all terrible.
I've seen way
but
worse
she was
than
decent.
actual
Yeah.
Hollywood movies.
Yeah, right, yeah. I mean, so somewhere they had some good stuff going and they probably just,
I definitely feel like background-wise on a lot of the people involved in this film definitely had some real background.
Yeah.
Some of them were probably legit actors at some point in
Right.
time or upcoming. And I just feel that they made it a point, we are not taking this seriously. And I love that about the movie.
Mhm.
I love the fact that they didn't take themselves too seriously.
Their raptor costume.
Oh.
First off, the paper mache head looked like a brachiosaurus with teeth. Not a raptor.
oh yeah, there was nothing about that looked like a raptor.
Yeah.
The hump.
That was so he
The
could stand like
keyboard
this
raptor.
and do this,
Yeah.
or something like that. So his head was the thing. Yeah, I mean, they sunk a lot of effort and resources into that.
But what really bothered me was the hole between the legs.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like it had ripped or fallen apart, and they just left it.
They just left it.
I mean, it's either that or did not have the prop guy on set to fix it.
Yeah, it ripped, and then they said we got to just go with it. We're only in China for another few hours.
And why was she barefoot? Why was Carol fighting ninjas in the woods barefoot?
Right.
I'm just.
You
thinking
just
of-
brought up a thing.
During the bedroom scene
Yeah.
where the ninjas came in and she's dirty squatting over the ninja?
Well,
Yes!
but okay, so they're having their romantic moment, the ninjas come in, and
Through the open windows.
they just kick the ninjas' asses, like all of a sudden they have these skills
Yeah.
that we never knew about.
There was an overlay during the sex scene, which was what, a couple hours before, a couple minutes before?
Yeah.
And there's an overlay of the ninjas in China. How did they get there?
Yeah, they
How
drove.
did they get there?
They drove.
Ninjas teleport.
Right.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
When
Sorry,
we're
my
fighting in
bad.
the woods that are the same woods that they used for China and Vietnam, are we where the pastor lives, or did the pastor go to China? Because they only showed the ninjas, other than the bedroom scene, in China.
Yeah.
But we're back in the woods of China?
Yeah.
I was very confused.
I don't know.
And their paper signs that
Mhm.
showed that they were
Yeah.
supposedly in China.
Right, you have the writing.
And I really enjoyed that the tents were medieval tents. So somebody there is a Ren Fair.
There is.
100%.
Yes.
It's just whatever they had.
Yeah, they're like, that'll work. Nobody will notice. We did.
We
So
did.
that takes me to the Vietnam moment.
Oh.
I will
Oh,
say,
yes.
their special effects,
For
We got a
that,
little better.
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
When
I
it-
was actually impressed.
when his wife-to-be
Yeah.
came running
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
at him.
How she got there.
Couldn't
We don't
tell
know
you.
why
But
she
they
was
actually,
there.
they
They
said
addressed
it.
it.
Said
They
They said
addressed
it.
it. They did.
What was that?
She-
She
We
was
were
just
like,
looking to
why
start a
is she in
family.
the woods?
Trying to start a family.
Why is she in the woods of Vietnam?
The start of
During,
it.
Just start
during
a family.
the war.
Let's do it now.
we gotta do this right now. I'm sorry, I couldn't wait. I flew all the way out.
I enjoyed the guy
She
in the
drove.
background that
Oh, yeah, she drove.
had jeans on
Mhm.
and just a camo vest.
Right, and those soldiers, one has like a deer rifle, the other one has a sawed-off shotgun. It's like those are standard issue.
Yeah.
Standard issue. There you go.
Have you met the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I took a vow of poverty. The guy has to do it. I took a vow of poverty.
This is your first communion.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so much.
Going back to Altair's lair, why was it all Egyptian?
I was trying to figure that out too. I'm just like,
And he has tarot cards.
He's
Yeah.
got his tarot cards out, and he's got his crystals, and he's chanting in what sounded like poor Latin. There's sage bundles, the whole bit,
Right.
and then you have this Egyptian goddess statue in the middle, and and they focused on that. That's what they were flip-flopping back and forth between when the
That's
pastor
where-
was
that's where Altair
transitioning.
gets all his power from. He pulls it from.
Which he didn't do anything.
No.
There was he was
What have I done?
He just got
What have I
angry
done?
and changed hands.
Yeah.
I love that we did the whatever that guy was, Altair, Wiccan,
Mhm.
witch, warlock, whatever. He's still alive. He's cool. He's running around.
right.
He's like,
That's the second one.
Well, that's when
That's the second one.
when
The sequel is
yeah.
on him.
When the steward or whatever his name was, when he had a flashback, he's like, oh, the last time I saw this was in Vietnam
After
or
the
whatever.
war.
I thought that Altair was the second guy that he was talking to. I was like, oh, he just doesn't have makeup on, he looks different.
until they shot him.
And then and my wife came in and she said, what's going on? And she hadn't watched a second of it, and I'm explaining, I was like, well, this is just a flashback. They'll both be back. And then next thing you know, his
Never
buddy
mind.
Ali
Yeah.
just instantly dead. I was like, all right, maybe that's not that
There
guy.
was literally no connection between that scene and Altair.
Nope.
They
No.
started to connect the dots, and then they kind of went off the rails.
Yep.
Then they just needed an excuse
Yep.
to blow up a person.
Yeah, two.
To blow up two people.
Yeah, not
Right.
just one, but two. And
There
the
was
whole
more-
Carrie moment.
There was more effort put into those non-plot line
Mhm.
following deaths than
Yes.
there was into the deaths of the actual
Main
Velocipastor.
characters.
Yeah.
The deaths that he was creating were
Yeah.
subpar at best.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for me to have toys.
No.
Because I
All right.
can my hands off.
Next episode, no toys for Dan. But yeah, and the fact that she ran right up to him, and his soon-to-be bride, she ran right up to him and blew up 4 feet away from him.
Yeah.
Were they all walking around? They just happened to miss that mine.
Miss that one
Yeah.
They
mine.
missed that mine over and over again.
He had to be inches away from it because he right before that he walked right
Yeah.
past it.
Yeah.
The chances.
I enjoyed the graffiti in English behind them.
I mean, my favorite
While
part of
they were
that
in
whole scene
Vietnam.
was the close up for the transition of the blood dripping from the roof.
Yes.
The roof.
I was just like, all
Yeah.
right. Like,
They just needed to let you know there was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case the full red body
Right, his
didn't-
entire
or
head
the,
where
or
just-
the pile of flesh on the ground. But no, we'll give
It's a
you
very like Alfred Hitchcock-esque
Yeah.
shot that just had
They-
no place in that.
Right,
no,
they thought-
like it
they
was a
thought this
neat
was
shot,
art.
just not for what it was in.
Can we talk about his wig? Like
Look,
every
I
time
have
they gave him a
seen cheap-ass
flashback with
wigs.
that wig.
He's just an old-looking person. You just use somebody else. You know, just use another guy.
You could have used somebody else in
One
that.
of
They
the
would have
other
never
guys
known.
that were just standing around in the background.
Yep.
One of the ninjas.
Right, that we
Just
didn't
take
see their faces.
Yeah.
You could have used the white ninja guy and had him as
It
a
would have
young
been fine.
version, and you would have never known.
Probably wouldn't have known.
But
I want to go back to the sex scene.
Not again.
But
okay.
well, and we were talking
Stop.
about the editing and their skills and everything. That was a music video, you know,
Yes.
comic book music
Absolutely.
video. And I'm just watching it. I'm thinking, somebody put how many hours as a person that edits videos, you know,
Oh, yeah.
how many hours did they put into that effect where it was like a comic book and there was something behind it and it's every other frame is a different thing. It's like, wow, that somebody really put a lot of
So
effort
much
into it.
effort for something
They-
so.
I think they farmed that one out, and then they got it back, and they were excited. And
They used
They
the
put
local
it-
high school
Yeah,
student.
they put out an internet search, and they're just like, "Hey, you need
Hey,
help
Reddit.
from a video editor."
Yeah.
And
Hiker.
this high school kid was just like, "I can give you a sample of what I can do."
Right. It's like, oh yeah, I want to work on this dinosaur movie. You don't even have to pay me.
That was it. That was all the effort.
Yeah.
So great.
So we've moved pretty far into the movie. So
Yeah, we
let's
thought
just
that
let's
was
just
one of
wrap
the
it up
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
He's fighting the ninjas.
Yeah. Well, you have the grand reveal.
Oh, the reveal that the redheaded kid is his brother.
Right.
Somehow.
And then all the flashbacks.
And then the flashbacks, right? Then they
He's just eating
they
the
kind
background.
of retcon all the flashbacks to turn. Yeah, this is you're our only son, and then he pops out from the back seat of the car. And then he goes, "What were you always laughing about?" And then so that's why he had that super terrible sarcastic laugh all the time. Maybe they just thought it also wasted more time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much so.
That was. I know it wasn't that long, but every time they did that laugh, it felt like 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the scene where Carol,
One of the times where I fell asleep, that's what woke me up.
Oh
where Carol gets sort of killed.
Yes.
no!
Why is he not even 2 feet away from her? They have just whooped
Oh.
all these ninjas, right?
Yes.
She never managed to get away from her pimp, but she could fight like that. That's
She
a
can
whole
do-
nother question I
That's
have.
twice
Their
now.
cool outfit.
Right. So
In her boob window.
Yeah.
and barefoot.
Barefoot boob window.
They are like
Hmm.
2 feet away from him. The
Yeah.
guy walks up, has the knife behind him, and she just stands there.
Yep.
There's no fight. There's no
Yeah.
effort. She's
No.
like, cool, I'm
Yeah.
supposed to die in this scene. I'm just gonna stand right here.
Yeah.
And he took way too long.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then he does the he
You got
slashes
me yet?
across
You
her
got
chest, and then in the same vein, she's laying there, and Doug comes over, and they have this tender moment while all the ninjas are standing there,
Standing there.
and then
Yeah.
they're getting emotional.
But the fact that the prosthetic was good, but it was
Was it?
It was okay. It was okay.
It was
It
okay.
was okay. It was good for what
enough.
it compared to the dinosaur. It
Yeah.
was good. But then you look at it and it's not deep at all, and she's just coughing up buckets
Oh, yeah.
of blood and still having a full conversation.
They really lean into her every once in a while, like spitting more blood
Yes,
at him.
there was
which
so
I love.
much, and I'm like, there's no that's skin
That would
deep.
not have caused that.
No,
Right.
not at all. It
Yeah,
didn't
dude.
even hit any
For the-
organs.
for the
Like,
plot.
I mean, overall, use of blood, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So after our Macbeth experience of blood staining, I'm curious what those guys look like
Right.
after the fact, because
You know
That one
that's,
dude
that's a
was, like,
one-shot thing.
covered.
Yeah. You're gonna come back next week.
Yeah.
That was the last time he filmed for that month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was still red for a week.
You know what happened
that's
in
why
that
they
month?
had to kill the pastor.
The editing for the sex
They
montage.
just, right, he was busy editing, he's like, I can't do it, I can't go out in public,
Maybe
I'm gonna do this.
Was he anything other than an actor? Were any of the actors anything other than?
I did not pay that much
I
attention to
did
the
not.
credits. I am not gonna lie.
I mean, I
didn't-
saw
That
it
point in
did-
time, I was just like, oh my god, I'm fine.
It said that it was written, directed, and edited by the same guy. So,
Gotcha.
I mean,
But
he
I
might
did
have got
look to
help.
see if he was in anything else.
Yeah,
Now, the random doctor at the end, who
Oh,
is
yeah.
a character we had not seen,
no, that guy.
Smoking in the hospital.
smoking in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is she fully dressed
Right.
in an OB exam?
Yes, yeah, it's not a, it's
Sitting
not,
Not a hospital.
it's not a hospital bed, it's just an exam table.
And then the fact that they said she's fine like 4 times and put it on the screen.
Yes.
she's that right.
Why? Why?
And she whispered, well, yeah, she whispered, I'm fine, and then she gets closer, come closer, I'm fine.
She's fine.
Yeah,
In the
Why was she in the
Font
paper
choice
gown?
I love it.
Yes.
Why? Why was she in?
She was fully
Yeah.
dressed
And that wasn't
with a
like-
paper
No,
smock
no, no.
on her.
That was like
It was
a.
like a table cover.
Yeah.
It was
It
a,
wasn't
yeah, like
even-
a paper smock.
They were
some
using
kind
what
of
they
thing.
had. Give them, like, you gotta give it to them.
But that, yeah, that's
Budgets
funny.
are tough.
They
They
didn't
media
even
shows, you know how that
extend the
goes.
legs for the thing. She's just sitting there.
They could have put a
upright.
blanket on her or something.
Something.
I
Shot
also-
that from the chest up so you
Sure.
could see.
But I feel like a lot of those choices is because they weren't taking it
Sure.
seriously. Like,
So what was the deal? Like it seemed as though they were trying to make a statement about smoking.
oh, 100%.
Because-
She was doing it too.
Yeah.
Like she was smoking right from the beginning. All the pimp, the hookers, they were all smoking. Anybody that was kind of bad was smoking. And then
anytime the hooker was outside of the church waiting for
right,
for him,
she's smoking.
she was smoking.
Then the doctor says her wounds healed a lot faster than we thought they would. I don't know what he thought. And
It
then
was
he starts
because of the
smoking. And
smoking.
then of course we get to the very end when they decide that they need to heal the world, you know, of their wrongs and all that, and then he decides that he's gonna start smoking. But she knocked it out of his
I
hand.
did enjoy that they dressed him like Danny Zuko at the very end.
Yeah.
Like, that was a nice little nod
Yeah.
there.
He has his cool,
I don't know if that was on
cool
purpose.
jacket.
Joe
And I was like,
Cool.
oh,
Yeah.
we're Danny Zuko.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
doing that now.
Cool. And then the cigarette and everything. I was like,
Yeah, right?
cool.
Yeah,
You definitely looked up to John
You go from
Travolta's
preacher to absolute badass, and how do we portray that?
rolled up jeans, Chuck
Right.
Taylor's,
Greaser,
leather
Yeah,
jacket.
right, greaser, yeah.
Yeah,
He
straight
did, he had
greaser.
all his hair
Cigarette.
slicked
Yeah.
back.
Now, with them saying that her wounds healed, are they implying that she's now?
Right, she has some sort
Yeah,
of
it-
secret power.
Yeah, I mean, what was it a rock?
They said it was a rock, but
Okay.
it looked like a claw.
Because could the sword that was used have been a thing that would?
I agree.
Because the other one started with a
I-
cut, so that was a cut too.
You are digging way deep on that one.
I think no one has those answers.
I don't think they have those answers.
Maybe that's the sequel. I
And
don't know.
again, I'm confused. Is it a claw? Is it a rock? Or is it a dragon?
I thought it was.
We're talking about
I
a
just thought it
dragon
was a
warrior.
big tooth. Right from the beginning, I thought it was like a big giant
Maybe.
tooth,
I-
but we never know.
I said I was so
And then what
confused. I thought it
happened
was a
to
tree. So, like, I don't know.
And I didn't mean to gloss over he pulled the guy's head off.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
the mannequin head.
The
And then they
blue
just,
fuzzy eyebrows.
Yes.
And then just got.
and then it's just a shot of it sitting on the ground.
It's literally
And
just
that
one
is
of those.
also the same
terrible-
mannequin head that was used when he killed the guy in the park.
that-
But it's a female mannequin.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you kill this dude, and then this female bald-headed
It was- yeah.
mannequin goes rolling by.
which they did find in the park because it was in the dark. You just saw like, oh, that's the head, obviously. But
It
then
wasn't horrible.
we saw it full on. And he just pulled the guy's head. All right, what did he say? He said something that
I
he
guess my hand
paused
is
for.
immune.
No, he
Something
was
like
he was
that.
gonna. It was right before he turned into the dinosaur. He said something to the guys. He's like, and then he pauses for a long time. He says, "Your lives,"
Oh.
and then he turns it. It's not worth your lives. I don't know what he said, but
Yeah.
that was really
And
fun.
yeah, they were just standing over. The one guy looked at his watch.
Oh, that was another, like, that was a scene when they were all kind of just staring at him, and the one guy looks off to the side, like, there was
Is this what we're supposed to be
right,
doing?
there's obviously something happening over on the side, and they're just like, no, just keep looking at the guy.
Can we talk about the flying sword?
Oh, that was,
The summoning sword?
yes.
The sword of my ancestors? Hello?
yeah.
Could you?
Listen, every single old Asian movie, every single one, they have like the old sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a nod to that they're trying to be in a comedic sense. I don't think the follow through was there enough to
No, they couldn't come up. I just like that he threw it in the ground, and then they tilt down to it on the ground. It's sort of just like a barely sticking in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't even sharp enough to cut the dirt.
Right, and we couldn't even do a second take of that at all.
No.
Nope, not a chance.
Nope.
They're like, good enough, it's in the ground.
Run it.
First shot, you did it on the first try.
We're gonna make millions.
Send it to print.
I mean, the little bit of research I did claims that they sold that to Amazon for $1 million. So I don't know.
So Amazon, when you pause it, it comes up with like the cast and it comes up
Yeah.
with like little facts.
The X-ray stuff.
That movie was a $35,000 to $45,000 budget.
On what?
Where did it go?
On what? Oh,
What did they use?
it was on the explosives for the car.
Yeah, well, but like,
Did everybody get paid and that was it?
well, like Blair Witch Project was also supposedly around $35,000, and that was.
It still feels a slightly higher
Oh,
quality.
well, that's because they were actual film students and knew
Yeah,
what they
the
were
Don't have
doing.
as many
was
effects
amazing.
in theirs though.
And like Blair Witch has no effects.
Yeah.
And that's 35
But
But the
grand.
editing was way.
Yeah. Maybe they spent all their money on
Yeah.
people and not on stuff.
Right.
Versus this
That's-
one that was the other way around. But also, that was all like, aside from the minor explosives and the blood, it was all paper mache and stuff that
Yeah.
you can make.
Yeah, I
And then
want to
that
know.
scene
I
where
want
the
to see the
raptors
budget for
coming
that.
apart.
Yeah. Like, that stuff.
Like,
I don't think we're gonna use $45,000.
just go
to do
for a
it.
different angle. If the prop is falling apart on that side, just
Zoom in. They did it for everything else.
So I would say, in wrapping up the movie, I thoroughly enjoyed every bit of it because knowing what it was.
Yes.
Knowing,
Yes.
temper your expectations. You go in knowing what it was, and it does everything you need it to do. I love just the campiness. I loved how it seemed like they knew that they were making a bad movie, but sometimes it seemed like they were really trying hard to make a good movie.
Yeah.
100%. I completely agree with you.
There was
that's-
probably one guy on the team that was being legitimately serious.
Yeah.
And that was the guy that was spearheading the project, and everybody that he brought in under him thought it was a joke.
And
Yeah.
you know, every scene, that man was standing off camera going, "Come on, guys, this is serious."
Right, yeah.
I'm laughing!
And then you
Serious,
come out with that
guys.
dinosaur
They
with
would,
the
have,
hump. And you're
they
like,
would have a meeting every morning going, all right, guys,
I really need
yesterday,
you to focus."
Yeah, yesterday you were joking around a little too much. Today, this is for real, guys. This is for real. Every morning.
You know, there was a temper tantrum of, I'm not going to pay you if you don't do it right.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that
all
was
that.
the few scenes that people were like,
That was
trying to
that
do
was a
right.
sex montage.
It's like, remember when I bought you guys McDonald's yesterday? You're not getting it today if you don't do it.
We are not supersizing this.
Right. We're gonna get small fries.
The craft table's not going to be the Dunkin' Donuts it was
Oh
this morning.
no.
We're only doing munchkins. You don't get full size donuts.
That's where the money went. They actually tried to do it with craft services and,
Yeah,
and all
because
of
it
that.
didn't go into any props.
Yeah,
I'll
there was
tell you
no
that. It didn't go
lights.
into costumes. I bought that costume. I know how much that costume was. And I sent it back and got another one. Yes. That wasn't a good enough costume for our teen show. Like,
it was so bad. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's the
familiar.
same one.
I wonder if it came with the same big plastic cross.
oh, 100%.
I just like how the white part was literally just one of those pieces of elastic.
Yes.
They just
It
sew a
was
piece
just
of
sewn on
elastic.
there.
Yeah, just a little piece of
Yep.
elastic. That's good.
They lost it in the car explosion, so they had to come up with another.
That's why they're like, we destroyed the costume and people will know about it later, so we can't show that at all.
So I really, really enjoyed the little clip, the flashback clip of the pimp in the background of the car explosion.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Right.
my
The little
god.
hobgoblin thing.
Yes.
Right.
And then while he's in his confession, he's sitting there listing off all the things that he's done,
Yeah.
and you can tell that they did no research because he's like, yeah, I like murder people and like I do drugs. And then the white ninja going, we have a shipment of Coke.
Yeah.
I'm like, Coca-Cola? Because I'm pretty sure that doesn't get talked about. Like,
Wah, wah.
Right. Yeah. Well, and of course, it's never explained why he would ever need to kill.
Yeah.
He was hired to kill the pastor's parents, but why? They seem like
they
They
just said
said-
that they have their hands in everything.
Yeah, so they had their hands and everything, and he was saying that he was ordered to.
yeah.
And he was like, well, who ordered them? And he's like, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
And then,
You
Might as well
wanted
just
it
kill
in
me.
You might as well just
Okay.
kill me
done.
with my rubber hand.
And like, are the ninjas that are coming after him are they coming after him because of the drug deal that they were referencing? Or are they coming after him because he's the dragon warrior, even though he's a Velocipastor? Like,
Yeah, because
Was
when they
it really
killed
the brother?
Well, when they killed, yeah, maybe it was the brother only. Because when they killed the ninjas in the bedroom, he said, "You have no idea who you're dealing with, all that stuff."
yeah.
Also,
Deep.
in the bedroom, they killed a ninja with a punch. Like
Yeah.
I thought they knocked them all out, and then this guy wakes up, says 2 words, like you got punched to death.
Yes.
Who did
I mean,
it?
That,
yeah.
It was the same one that she was standing over. Did she kill him? It's one hell of an STD.
That's how it Oh,
Exactly
well,
like that.
with that being said, so what does Twistid Arts Initiative have going on next?
Oh, so we have our October production. It's called The Cursed. It's actually written by this one here and edited by
this
that
one.
one there.
All right.
Tell us a little about it.
So The Cursed is a nod to the old Halloween Horror Nights shows. We're partnering with Terry Gilbert from TNT Dance Factory, who was one of the main performers in the Halloween Horror Nights shows. So it is going to be a mix of dance, technical effects by this gentleman here, and lots of crafty creative projects from this one, as well as our acting team. It does get very immersive. It will be in your face in our intimate small black box theater. We are actually able to basically put the action in your lap. So instead of it being our normal Halloween event of a haunt where you walk through the actors, this time the actors are coming to you and you stay literally on the edge of your seat. So it should be a fun show.
Where is this happening at?
Our new theater.
Where is that? I don't think everybody knows yet. This is the very first episode, Gabby.
Twistid Arts Initiative / Twistid Ink Studio.
Which is- there we go.
There we go.
Wait, let's get a clean shot. Let's get a
I
clean
was
cut.
trying to remember our address.
208 West Highland Boulevard.
Inverness.
We are located in Central Florida, Inverness, Florida. It is in the middle of nowhere, but we do really awesome stuff here.
It's pretty much as much in the middle of the state as you can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the Gulf Coast. Can I
Yeah.
call it the Gulf?
Yeah. I mean,
I was thinking of something else. Never mind.
yeah, we're on the Gulf Coast.
Still in Gulf.
We're kind of right in between Tampa, Orlando, and Gainesville. Like we're
Yep.
In the center.
right at the center. So we're in the mix of it all. If you want to see a really awesome production for Halloween, for spooky season, come check it out. We also have a lot of other activities if you guys are locals. We're doing pumpkin painting and all sorts of fun stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, come check out the stuff that we do here.
And we'll be back next week reviewing another
Yes.
Bad movie.
amazing movie. Bad movie.
And if there's a bad movie that you guys think that we should check out,
Yeah.
hit us up. Leave it in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all the things.
Yes.
And don't forget to donate. Donate. We always need that.
That's right.
Yeah.
We don't have the $35,000 Velocipastor.
Yep. No, I'd like to know where they got it from.
Yeah.
Who
Mortgage
can
their
I
house.
take that?
They mortgage their house.
Yeah. Would you perhaps be interested in?
Well, now I'll have to do a deep dive after the fact, but we'll learn something. All right, that's it.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.